Signing number 2 is through the door for Boro, and it's a loan signing of Leeds United right back Luke Ayling.
He's in, and he's snuck it across to Hayden
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and another transfer video. Today Boro have confirmed the loan signing of Luke Ayling from Leeds United. A loan signing until the end of the season, and I think a very sensible stopgap signing for Boro. It's not our trademark style of signing in recent times. Of course, Boro, as you've seen, want to try and sign as many players on permanence as possible, preferably younger players with good sell-on value, who we can make a profit on in the future. But this, for me, is a very sensible and logical signing for the club, because he's a right-back, predominantly, who can also cover in centre-back. And with the season-long injuries now of Tommy Smith, who's of course probably our first choice right back, and Darragh Lenihan, who would definitely be in the centre of Boro's defence, having a player who can come in and do both, it's perfect. In terms of the positions that he plays in, he is the perfect profile of player that I think we're after at this moment in time. And as well as that, it's sensible in terms of he's a 32-year-old right back, he's experienced, he's got promoted from the Championship before with Leeds, he's got so much experience at this level and has been successful at this level. And I think in terms of the short-term gains that Boro can get from this, it's absolutely perfect, because Carrick has said it, Scott has said it, we're not going to panic buy in a position where we've got injuries, and we will have players back in a couple of weeks, couple of months' time. And essentially at right back, Smith's out for the season but will be back in the summer. Dijksteel's out for now, we don't know how long he'll be out for. And then the other guys who usually cover at right back, McNair, he's even out injured at the moment with a back injury. And then you've only got Rav Vandenberg, who, let's be fair, given his performances, he's an unbelievable right back, but you ideally want him in the centre of defence because he's incredible in that position. So for me, I think this is a very sensible temporary short-term signing. You know, it is a loan deal. Ayling will come in. He'll probably be our starting right back. Dijksteel can come back in, and I think will be a good enough backup. I've said in recent videos that I think Dijksteel's a better backup, and we can then focus on keeping Rav in the centre of defence, and Paddy McNair as well. And you then look at the centre of defence, Clark, McNair and fit, Ayling. On the other side, you've got Fry, Vandenberg. I think it just gives us that extra little bit of strength in that position. And we'll have a look at the squad depth graphics and where I thought we could improve in certain areas, and we'll update that in a moment. But that might then give us the opportunity to move McNair into the midfield to give us even more depth there. So this just gives the squad another little layer of stability and strength and depth, and it's a solid signing. And will he stay on after this season? I don't know. I mean, Paddy McNair, his contract's up at the end of the season. I think personally Luke Ayling just stays until the end of this season. By what we've seen from Leeds United and their side of things, it very much was a goodbye from him and the fans in his final game. So I think he knows fine well, and I don't know his current contract situation at Leeds, but I think he's played his final game for Leeds United, and he very well might become a free agent in the summer after his 6-month loan deal with Boro is over. So I think it's a good signing to get us to the end of the season, but I think we will want to invest in a more Boro style profile of right back in the summer. A young, attacking, solid right back who can probably be the next step from, you know, Tommy Smith, who of course will probably start to decline as he's in his 30s now. So yeah, this does not fit Boro's long-term profile of signing, but as they say, no point us buying a right back for the sake of 6 months when we're going to have hopefully everyone back in the summer, and Luke Ayling fills that gap in perfectly well for now. In terms of his stats, I mean, it's harder to judge a defender on stats as it is an attacker, but he's had 8 starts this season for Leeds United. He's got a goal, and I believe that goal did earn them a point at home to West Brom, an assist as well, and in his 8 starts, they've had 2 clean sheets, which is 1 in every 4, which isn't bad. He does have 1 key pass per game, which isn't bad for a right back, and his overall statistical rating on average is a 7.2, which is extremely solid. And I think that's all Boro want in this scenario. A solid, safe, experienced pair of hands who, when things maybe get tough, when it gets a little intense towards the end of the season, we've got a player there who's done it before, knows how to do it, knows how to get promoted, and I think will just shore us up in that area. So, this is how the squad depth graphic looked, of course, after we added Finn Azaz to it in the last transfer video we did. Now, of course, I was at first wanting us to improve at 10, at right back, at centre back, and up front. Azaz ticked off the number 10 and gives us depth in midfield. He can also actually give us depth on the left as well, which I could include too. But I still wanted us to sign a striker, a right back, and possibly add to the centre backs if we can. And Luke Ayling ticks off 2 of them boxes instantly. And you now look at that, he shores up the right back position, which I wanted Boro to bring players in. That's a fantastic signing in terms of filling up that gap. And because he can also play at centre back, he's not just a right back. As I say, he gives us that tiny little bit more that I wanted us to have in the heart of the defence. So as you can see on the right, he's the starter, Dijksteel, backup. Rav McNair can play there, but are better elsewhere in the side. Smith would probably play, but he's injured for the season. And then you look at the centre-back pairing. Behind Fry now, we've got Ayling, we've got McNair, and Rav, who is probably pushing to start at this point. Clark, equally incredible on the other side. And if not him, could be Ayling again, could be McNair if fit. Lenihan would play there, but is injured. So you can see the strength in depth, and you can see how just 2 signings for Boro have completely transformed the look of the squad. And you will see that big glaring red dot at the top of the pitch where that is the final piece of the jigsaw now for Boro. I don't think we have to do much more in the window. You can always add to the squad quality-wise, but in terms of priority, it's all about the striker. Now, if we can get another striker, and I think we'll go permanent, I honestly do. I think if Boro can get a striker for a good price, same profile, can sell on in the future, is young, I think we'll do it. If we can't find a striker for an affordable price, maybe they're too expensive or they don't fit, I don't think we will. Unless we get to the end of January and we're absolutely desperate. Obviously, Lath's injured now. We don't know the extent of the injury he picked up at Chelsea. Maybe the club's hand might be forced to bring a loan in if we get a bit of an injury crisis. But for me, that is the position that I hope we fill in. Because I know the club and what we're trying to do. And I know we're trying to be sensible. And I know if we can't find a striker for the right price, we probably won't even buy one. But it's the final piece in what I think could be a potential promotion-winning jigsaw for me. If you bring in a prolific 20-goal-a-season striker, or even 15 goals, I think Boro are set and ready to go. And a full-strength Boro side gets top 6 for me, undoubtedly. Because, you know, you only have to look at the stats. Boro are up there, I think, in the top 4 for expected points. I think we're in the top 3 for expected goals. But we're also top in terms of big chances missed. So it is as obvious as it gets where Boro's problems lie. We've got all the creativity in the world. You look at Azaz now, you look at all the creative players we've got behind the forward. Any striker who comes into this team should be licking their lips at the number of goals they can score. And I do think Lath and Coburn can still more than contribute, but we just need that little bit more. Because if we convert the level of chances we're creating, the number of goals we score, the number of points we collate, it's playoffs for me. It's just that one position, and I hope we can fill it. Now, there's no rumours at the moment, nothing at all that suggests we're even remotely close or even linked with anyone, but I am still hoping if the right deal comes up, we can fill that position, add a bit of depth up top, and I think we're then set to hopefully crack on and get playoffs this season. But that's it, guys, for this transfer video. Of course, I will keep you guys updated on any of the transfer happenings that go on at the Boro. Elsewhere, I may as well, and I haven't took him out the graphic, but Hayden Coulson has recently gone out on loan to Blackpool, so that's one less player at left back, but we're very strong there, as you guys know. And yeah, any other possible transfers, ins and outs, I'll let you guys know as we go. And of course, I review every Boro game in our Project Boro series as well, so if you want to subscribe for all that good stuff, please do so. And hit the bell too so you never miss a video. But until next time, give this video a like if you've enjoyed it. Comment below your thoughts on the Luke Ayling signing. I'd be very intrigued to hear from the Leeds fans on their thoughts, because I know he's a bit of a legend there, so I'd be intrigued to see what you guys think too. But until next time, big thank you for watching. Do take care, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.